Alright, what is up guys? Another day, another Leetcode. Let's do license key formatting. This is if you're given a license key represented as a string S that consists of only alphanumeric characters and dashes. The string is separated into n+1 groups by n dashes. Okay. We want to reformat the string S such that each group contains exactly k characters. We want to reformat the string S such that k the string has been split into two parts. Okay. K is between 1 to 10 to the 4. Okay. So first I want to figure out what k is. First I want to, all you got to do for this question, I guess what it looks like is you can remove as many dashes as you want. You have to match the number of k's. So you have to go this. So string got split dash, and then I'll put that into split in Python. Text.split, welcome to the jungle. Separator, okay. Try yourself. Just mimic the question. Run, that should be nothing. Yep, so it just returns the whole word. Then I put in the character. I should be welcome to the jungle. Come on. Just copy this Python playground. Welcome to the jungle. Okay, cool. If I get rid of all the spaces, it should just return the whole word. There. So now we know that this works. Max string equals new string. So now I just have to figure out what k is, and then what's called split the letters from 0 to n. Separator max split. How many splits to do? Okay. So k is the number of characters. I don't know why this keeps doing, oh, I know why it's doing that. It's because my laptop brightness goes up to 100 and then goes back to power saver mode. So what I'm gonna do is unplug this, max up the brightness, and that should fix the issue. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to lost my train of thought. Okay, so I get the splits or whatever the hell it does. String that splits max, and then I want to do k equals 4. So 4 is k characters. K is split into two parts. We want to reformat the string such as each group has exactly K characters except for the first group, which will be shorter than K but contain at least one character. Okay, so let's say if number is odd. Well, I want to know which one's the first iteration, so I'm going to create a counter. 0. And then if result I in range 0 to so if counter equals 0, and so if it's the first iteration and K because if it's even, I could just split. So if it's odd, so if the length of the string, is odd, or if K is odd, Oh, I think I know what I could do. I could just replace the first part, reverse the string, because the first part's allowed to be shorter. So let's try that. That way I don't have to do all this math. And then reverse string result. Temp equals this, so I get another string. And then for I in range, new str. So the new reversed string and convert all letters to uppercase. Dot upper. Okay, so reverse it, make it uppercase if it's lowercase, and then I get a temp. So as the counter counts up to k, so if I So first I want to do is temp dot temp equals temp plus new str I. Counter plus equals 1. Okay, and then if the counter equals k, so if it equals 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that means 4 things have been added. Then I want to reset it. Counter equals k, and I don't want to, if it's an even number, I don't want to make sure that I add, so let's say it's all 2's, right? I want to make sure that I don't add an extra dash at the end. So if counter equals k, if counter equals k, add temp to result, so result plus equals temp. So result plus equals temp. And then I go if I is not equal to the last element, if I is not equal to the length of new str minus 1. No, what the hell? If it's not equal to new length of str minus 1, then I go result. Then I reset the counter. So I reset temp and I reset the counter. So it'll keep adding groups of k to this string in reverse until it hits the last element, which is actually the first element, k. Because the first item is allowed to have less than k. Alright, so all I have to do then is take result and return it reversed. String length has a none type upper. Oh, because it's reversed. Okay, so what if I do this? List object has no attribute upper. What? S.upper. Python. S.lower. It should. So what's wrong with this? S consists of English, K is between one and thing. I don't get it. Why is it not working? Return the license format key. S.split. All the dashes. I'm curious, if I go to Python Playground and I reverse it, can I do this? Is that legal? Or is that... Yeah, see, it works. It should reverse it as I put it here. Oh, I think I know why. You get a split. And then join it. That should fix it. New upper -1. So what if I go +1? Let me just see. I'm cutting off a number here, that's why. I need to see where it's going wrong. Okay, so 5-3J, 5G3J. Okay, so I reverse it. Alright, I reverse it. So that should take all the items here, remove it, so it should be 2G, 5-3J. Join it. Then I go result. Result is okay, so this does it up until so counter +1. It keeps doing it until it goes to the last iteration. I need to know when it's on the last iteration. If counter equals K, okay, so I could just do this. I need to know when it's approaching the end. So let's go to the whiteboard real quick. Let me delete this. I could just go result temp, result this. I could save a line. If it's equal to K, do this. If I is the last item in new string, just add it as is. I'm gonna make an elif so it doesn't conflict and do extra. Or I'm gonna go continue. Continue. Then I could just skip this. Then if I equals len new string minus str, then I just go result plus equals temp. That should fix it. You have to extrapolate for the last. What am I getting? Okay, so case 1's failing. Oh, I need this still. So here, let me copy this. Control X. I need my other condition there so I don't add. If I equals len new str, then I don't do that. And then here. That should fix it. Okay, so basically, the reason I had to do this is because if it's an even or odd number. So what I did was, originally, everything has to be uppercase. You have to split the original word into groups of k, split by one dash. So what I did was I removed all the dashes by going dash.split. So s.split. So I take the original string, remove all the dashes, join it back together into one big string, turn it into uppercase, reverse it, right? Because it says only the first group can have less than k. So I'm just gonna group everything from the last in k elements until I hit the first group. So I go backwards until I get to the last group. And when I reverse it, that last group will be the first group with less, right? So I meet the condition. So basically what I'm doing now is I'm creating the temp that's gonna be grouped. I create a counter. If the counter is equal to k, I have enough in my group, add it to the result from temp. So I added to temp, so the counter is now equal, add to result and reset. That's what I'm doing here. If the counter equals k. So basically I'm saying if I get to enough letters, I get to k letters, group that onto the result and then reset. Start the counter at 0, start the temp at 0, unless we get to the last string. If we're a counter and we get to the last string, the last letter, we don't want to add the dash at the end, right? This works if counter equals k, right? So if we have even numbers, the counter will equal k, right? If we don't have even numbers, right? Let's say the counter doesn't equal k and there's 3. I still need a way to append the last group if the last group is less, right? So if the last group is less, so if, let's say it's groups of 2 and it's 1, right? And I have to look for that last element and just add it without, because it's not going to satisfy this condition, so this won't pop off. So then we have to just add the last element as is, and then break, and then flip the whole thing. And then we get the one smaller group on the left as the first, which satisfies this condition, and the rest of the elements. Let's try submitting it. It's your boy. It's your boy. So beats 27.18% of other solutions. Pretty straightforward. Reversal of strings and then grouping, uppercase, and then if checks to figure out whether you're in an even or an odd situation, or whether you're in a group of k or non-group of k situation for the first group, and you get your result. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment below. Knologist out.